Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. So this is part 5 of the tiny build house, and as you can see there's exoskeleton of the whole tiny house is done. So now we're just trying to do the flooring, the internal flooring, or like the concrete flooring at the bottom. So first you like smooth out the actual ground and add like pebbles or like broken bricks and stones to just strengthen it, and just add some sort of like a solid foundation kind of thing, right? So if it's just solid sand, if you add pressure then it might sink, because you have to remember when you add like, I don't know, a thick and a lot of concrete, it could sink because the concrete is heavy. And we're gonna add like minimum, like I think it's like 50 like meter cube, I believe. Was it because it's like 20 centimeter high and like all of that. So no, I think I'm wrong there. I don't think it's 50. I think it's like 25 meter cubes or something like that of concrete. So we had to make sure that it's like stable. Then that's why you had to put the pebble, and you spread it out with the sand as well. And yeah, then with that we could use a compressor machine to compress the thing to the ground to make sure that everything is tight fit and there's no air between the rocks and the soil. So I just spread the soil, or like a clear soil, around to fill in the small gaps that the pebble caused or the rock caused. And as you can see now with the compressor, or like the presser, I'm just going around the perimeter of the whole floor to make sure that I get all the edges correctly, because that's the hard part. And then going up and down like column ways, if you think about it. Then I do it row as well, so it does like a grid method. So, and I do this iteration 3 times just to make sure that everything is solid and like everything is strengthened, so I don't miss any spot and stuff. Because like in the future I don't want it to sink. Like after 50 years I don't want the concrete to like break down in the middle, because if the actual floor of the concrete, the bed of the bedding of the concrete, if it's damaged, if there's a hole in the middle, then the concrete could crack and stuff. So we don't want that. And the concrete is heavy, so the actual foundation that holds the concrete should be strong. And this thing, compressor, is annoying. It's like so vibrating and so powerful. Like my arm was gone after this. So I did, after like each time I did it, I took like a 10-minute break, then started the next iteration kind of thing. So as you can see now I'm going roadways, so back and forth by the road kind of thing. And as you can see, like the floor is like tightening and squishing and being compressed to the actual soil. Like the thing is that with the compressor, it goes all like by itself, because the friction and the vibration causes it to move forward, but you just need to handle it correctly. Like once it's like smooth enough, it does go fluently, but you have to make sure that it does actually work, because sometimes when it's just smooth, it just runs across, but it's not fully compact just yet. And I made sure to do the perimeter as well, because the edges are really hard, since the front or the edge is a bit curved, so I have to actually like dig in.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out.
And now I'm doing it column wise.
Test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit.
Yeah, those are just a lot of dust. So like, yeah, when you're doing yourself, if you're not like allergic to, if you have a really strong allergic reaction to dust and stuff, make sure you wear like a proper mask, or get like a different person to do it kind of thing. And now I'm doing it row-wise as well. So this grid technique does help. When you're just going up and down the same direction, there is nothing marking it, say that like it's hard to see which spot I miss when I'm doing it. When I'm doing like cross methods or grid method, it narrows down the parts I miss. And also doing it more than once also helps, so that's why I did it 3 times as well, I believe. And only the first iteration takes. It's harder to do since everything's uneven, but after the second iteration onwards, it becomes easy. As you can see, I'm moving way quicker, even though it is time lapse. But and here's a close up and the sound and how to start up kind of thing, so you can see like what it's like. That is pretty loud, but I'm surprised that that thing makes it a thing, and it's diesel powered as well, or is it petrol powered? Yeah. Yeah, so now the compressor is done. You put like a plastic thing on top as well, so it prevents like the liquid from coming from the ground up and from the top to go down as well. It's like both direction. So now we got the concrete machine, so this is a big area. So it's easy, rather than doing it by hand, it's easy if we just get a ready mixed concrete tank thing. So as you can see, one machine has like all the concrete powder and the other one has the sand, and it adds those together and mix together. So the van next to it has on the top, it has the sand. And we're still waiting for the other one that mixes the concrete that hasn't arrived yet. So this one just puts the water and the concrete and controls the. So as you can see, the black powder there is the concrete, the other one, the orange material mineral, is the sand. And the builders are just taking the pipe along and creating the part from here to the inside of the tiny house kind of thing. Yeah, and now as you can see, it's just connecting the pipes together, and it uses like a metal clamp, so it's not going to leak and stuff, and it's pretty strong, and it's like a iron pipe. So just joining the pipes together and adding like some height to it kind of thing. And as you can see, the concrete is coming out now, and using like a scrapper to spread the concrete to the edges and stuff. Since the concrete is like semi-solid, right, so it's not easily spreadable as liquid, so it doesn't automatically balance out, but it does help. So as you can see, most of the concrete stays in the middle and stays in that vicinity kind of thing, and creates like a mountain shape. So we have to spread it out, and it's heavy. It's like, without even being dry, it's heavy. Just dragging the rocks and stuff together. And so I'm just filling it all the way, not all the way, I'm leaving like 10 centimeters from the top, like of the top PVC, UPC kind of thing. So we could do underfloor heating and all of those stuff. And also add insulation to the floor. So just spreading it out and just trying to balance it. Like for this part, at this stage, it doesn't have to be 100% balanced, but we want to get it to like 95%. So as you can see, since it was joined, we're joining to the polythenes together, one of them came up and the concrete was going underneath, and we don't want that, so that's why I had to use my foot to push it down and spread it on top. Yeah, the actual like footing is really hard because it becomes unstable. And as you can see, in the actual middle is like more solid than the edges because the water spread out, and the actual most of the rocks and stuff is in the middle. So we just need to spread that across and try to balance that. And a good trick is once that's balanced, just use that scrabber to like push it up and down. And that helps with balancing as well. This is the spreading, that's the hard part. And tiring as well. So now that's done, just remove the thing and remove the insulation that was already in there, just to hold the pipes. Now fast forward it to dry kind of thing. And this is all equaled out, like evened out kind of thing. And yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Bye.